we're going to talk Saltburn. So, Sean,
Saltburn, okay. Well, this phone call hasn't come. I do hope it's gonna come. So there's been getting on. But anyway, yeah, Saltburn. So this was one I went into. I didn't really know much about it, um, apart from seeing a trailer. And basically, it starts off Oxford University as a chap that's won a scholarship, like quite um, a chap that's won a scholarship. You know, he's not in the same class
as your
the rest
typical
as the rest
Oxford
of the
going
other
person.
Oxford
Yeah.
people that go there. And anyway, so there's a couple of incidents, and he makes friends with, or he looks and he sees this you know well-to-do person who he really likes, and so there's some incidents that happen, and he ends up this person that's the well-off person says, "Oh, look, you know what you're doing." He says, "Oh, well," gives a sob story about his parents and stuff, and he says, "Well, why don't you can come to Saltburn, come to my house and stay there." And it's really, so they go this uh, house, got a big stately home. He turns up there, and there's some great characters. So you've got like this mum and dad, and like a daughter, and he turns up, and these characters are typical two-faced, really well-off toffs that are like they've got a friend there, and they're going like, "Oh, you can stay as long as you like. You're more than welcome to stay." You know what I mean? But if you have got this opportunity, do you know what I mean? It's like all falseness and all.
Yeah.
And anyway, this scholarship lad, he endears himself to the family, and he sort of maybe say seduces the daughter, and there's some other stuff that goes on and all that. And then it turns out that he has got his family okay, because the well-off guy, I can't even remember their names. He takes them to he says, "I want to come and see your mum and that," because he's told them that the dad's died. And it turns out, and the family's just like a normal working class family. They come in, "Oh yeah, come in," and all that. And he goes, he's really polite, the toff. He's really polite. But afterwards, when they come back, he like, "That's really bad, mate. You told me, you've been lying to me and all that."
Yeah.
And then there's some other stuff that happens, and gradually, I can't really say without spoiling it too much. But yeah, this was an intriguing film. This is one I want Sharon to watch, because I would love Sharon. I think Sharon, I don't know, you might hate it, but I've got a feeling if you get a chance to see this, I would love you to see it and have your take on it, because I think it's just a thing to say about all the falseness of when people are, like the well-off people, shall we say, and the hypocrisy. It's just funny they're saying to this, like, "Oh, yeah, you can stay as long as you like, my dear. You can stay as long as you like. But I mean, if you've got the chance to go, and some great performances, some really, really great performances."
I've heard a lot of good things about Rosamund Pike.
Rosamund Pike, that's it. Yeah. I should have looked, so I know the actors. Yeah.
And Richard E. Grant.
Richard E. Grant, yeah. So they're like the parents, and they're proper. I mean, I know it's going back a while. I remember, I suppose that's quite poignant. Is years ago, back in my past, I went out with a girl that her parents lived on it. They were of that ilk.
Aristocratic.
Yeah, they were of that ilk. So yeah, her name was. She was like, oh. Anyway, she went. Funny enough, she went to school. She used to go to Sherborne School, and she went to school with Princess Anne's daughter, Zara. So that's sort of circles, and I got invited up to their place in Gillingham, so I could relate to it, because I think in those circles there is like, it's just like people marry because they're the same station, and people of the same station sort of don't
stick
mix
together.
They sort of stick together, even though there's no, to me, it's not like there's any emotional love. It's more of a convenience, because that's what you do. You marry within your station.
Well, I mean, I'm not part of the aristocracy.
No. You sure, Toes? You sure?
Not in this country. Not in this
country. No, not in this
country. They tend not to let people like me in. But
yeah.
But it does seem to be like, how you used to have the royal system where people would marry because it's keeping the wealth in this area.
Yeah. It's
definitely. And I feel like that is still, those are the vestiges of that world that still exist today, and everything like that.
You're exactly right. You're exactly right.
So with this film, I was expecting that it was going to be like a class story about this class clashing with that class, and then what happens, and because it's written and directed by Emerald Fennell, who sounds like she's from that. So
that sort of thing.
Yeah, because she played Camilla Parker Bowles, the first Camilla Parker Bowles we saw on The Crown, and she directed Promising Young Woman. She wrote and directed Promising Young Woman.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, so with this, I figured that it's kind of like she's writing what she knows. That's what it comes across, and it will be like a clash of the things. But I also hear that towards the end, it gets a little bit thrillery.
Definitely. Definitely. It gets a little, but I don't want to give. I can't really. It's difficult without giving away.
I know you can't talk about it. You can't talk about it because but essentially, there's people with nefarious motives, is what I've heard.
Yes.
And this was the film that I came the closest to going to the cinema to see over the last 2 weeks.
What a shame.
Yeah, it was a film I came the closest to, but then kids. So, but Sean, how many stars would you give Saltburn?
It's a tough one. This is a tough one. It's nearly edging towards a 4, but I think it's a really, really high 3 for me. That's a really, really high 3. I would really love to see Sharon's take on it if she does get a chance. So it's a high 3. This one. Pardon?
It was. Have to check that out.
Yeah, I mean the acting was terrific. The acting was terrific.
Yeah, actually, I've got a friend who went to Eton. I might get him to watch the.
Yeah, get him to watch it, Toes. Get him to watch it.
I'm like, what do you reckon? What's it like? And he'll probably be like, oh yeah, that's exactly right, exactly, Toes. That's what. All right, cool. Now we go over to Netflix and we go over to